Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to my Surah by Surah series. This is part 57, Surah Al Hadid, the iron. So you know how some people say, I'm strong, but then their Wi-Fi goes out and suddenly they're emotionally broken. Surah Al Hadid, that reminds us what real strength is. It's not muscles, money, or machines. It's faith anchored in Allah. An iron can build a bridge or a weapon. Faith decides how power is used. So Surah Al Hadid, the iron, it's a median verse. Surah has 29 verses. This surah is a master class in balance, power and mercy, dunya and akhirah, strength and humility, and it teaches us that Islam is not anti-power, it is anti-oppression. So Allah's absolute majesty, this is covered in verses 1 through 6. Allah opens with a sweeping declaration. Whatever is in the heavens and the earth glorifies Allah, and He is the Almighty and the Wise. Everything submits, stars, atoms, oceans, except one creature that argues with God, the human ego. Allah then declares He is the first and the last, the apparent and the hidden. This single verse summarizes oneness of Allah perfectly. Before everything Allah, after everything Allah, seen signs Allah, unseen reality Allah. Modern reflection, people chase visibility like fame, recognition, while Allah reminds us the unseen matters more than the seen. Verses 7 through 15 talks about the test of faith and hypocrisy. Allah commands, believe in Allah and His Messenger and spend from that which He has made you trustees over. Your money isn't yours. Your time isn't yours. Your body isn't yours. You're a trustee, not an owner. Then comes one of the most cinematic scenes in the Quran. On the Day of Judgment, believers will have light running ahead of them, while hypocrites beg, wait for us, let us take some of your light. But they'll be told, go back and seek light. So light is earned in the dunya, not borrowed in the akhirah. So in verse 16 talks about the danger of the hardened heart. This verse hits hard. Has the time not come for those who believe that their hearts should be humbled to the remembrance of Allah? Allah isn't speaking to disbelievers here. He is speaking to the believers. So in my reflection, this verse is a spiritual slap we all need sometimes. If Quran doesn't move you anymore, don't blame the Quran. Check your heart. So in verses 20 through 21 talks about the life is a temporary illusion. Allah gives one of the most famous descriptions of dunya. The life of this world is but play, amusement, and adornment, boasting among you, and the competition in wealth and children. Like rain that makes crops grow, then they turn yellow and crumble. And then in the reflection, trends fade, youth fades, wealth fades. That's in this modern reflection. Only deeds survive. Then Allah says, race towards forgiveness from your Lord and a garden as wide as the heavens and earth. Race, not walk. Race, because time is short. In verses 22 through 24, it talks about the divine decree and emotional balance. No disaster strikes except by permission of Allah. Why? So that you may not grieve over what you miss, nor boast over what you gain. This verse gives emotional stability. Loss doesn't destroy you. Success doesn't intoxicate you. Modern reflection anxiety, and arrogance both come from forgetting Qadr. So why iron was sent down, this is covered in verse 25. This is the heart of the surah. And we sent down iron, wherein is great strength and benefit for mankind. Iron symbolizes power, law, and enforcement. Islam is not naive. It knows justice sometimes requires strength. But power must serve truth and not ego. So without revelation, power corrupts. Without power, truth is crushed. Islam balances both. So in verses 26 through 27, warns against fake spirituality. Allah criticizes those who invented monasticism. They did not observe it as it should have been observed. Islam rejects extreme withdrawal from life. True spirituality is praying, working, marriage, serve society, not hiding in caves, but transforming communities. So in verses 28 through 29 talks about the final call to faith. Allah ends with hope. O you who believe, fear Allah and believe in His messenger. He will give you double reward and grant you light by which you walk. So light again. Faith equals clarity. Disbelief equals confusion. So the lessons for our time: true strength comes from Allah. We are trustees and not owners. Hardened hearts need Quran and not entertainment. Dunya is temporary. Akhirah is real. Power must be guided by revelation. So to my non-Muslims watching this, Surah Al Hadid answers modern questions. Can religion handle power? Yes. Can faith coexist with strength? Yes. Can spirituality be practical? Absolutely. Islam doesn't run from reality, it reforms it. To the Christians, this surah corrects extremes, rejecting monastic isolation, calling for balanced worship and social responsibility. Faith should improve society and not escape it. And to the Muslims, if your heart feels hard, return to the Quran. If dunya overwhelms you, remember trusteeship. If power tempts you, remember accountability. So Allah surrounds everything. Light is earned now and not later. Hearts rust without remembrance. Life is temporary. Race for forgiveness. Power must serve truth. And in my closing reflection, Surah Al Hadid teaches us that Islam isn't weak, it's disciplined strength. Iron in the hands of the arrogant becomes oppression. Iron, guided by revelation, becomes justice. So strengthen your iman before you strengthen your influence, because power without Allah breaks people, but power with Allah builds civilizations.